Hi everyone, this is Teacher Justina, and if you are still new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share for more video updates. Our topic for this video is all about multiplication of polynomials using distributive property. This is already part 2 because as you have known, my part 1 was still about multiplication of polynomials using distributive property, but that was only limited for monomial by monomial, monomial by binomial, and monomial by trinomial. But so far, we were able to find the product by binomial versus binomial, but through the FOIL method. So what was the FOIL method all about? So let us try this. Uh, Getting the product of 2x plus y times 3m minus 4g using the FOIL method. So far, we know that the f refers to the first terms. So our first term will give you a product of 6xm. Then the O refers to the two outer terms. Thus, it will give you 2x times negative 4g will give you negative 8xg. Then the two inner terms are the 5y and the 3m. Thus, it will give you 15 ym. This is 15 ym. And then the two last terms are the 5y and the negative 4g. Thus, it will give you a product of negative 20 yg. So as you have seen each term, there's no uh, like terms in the product. Thus, we will be uh, having this as our final product already. So therefore, the product of 2x plus 5y times 3m minus 4g is equal to 6xm minus 8xg plus 15ym minus 20yg. So that is the product out of the FOIL method. Now let's proceed to the distributive property. So the distributive property is telling you to have the first term of the first set. Remember that we have two sets of binomial, the first set, and this is the second set. So from the first set, the first term is 2x. This will be distributed to the second set, which is 3m minus 4g. And then the second term in the first set is positive 5y. We have to write it in this way. So this is 2x plus 5y is our first set. Then we have to rewrite the second set. Now it's time to distribute the 2x here. So we have 6xm. Then 2x times negative 4g will give you negative 8xg, followed by the 5y. Now the positive 5y will be distributed to the terms inside the parentheses. Thus, positive 5y times 3m will give you a product of 15ym. Then the 5y times negative 4g will give you negative 20yg. Now, if you will try compare, though they have the same product, even we are using different property or different method. Okay, yes, 6xm minus 8xg plus 15ym minus 20yg. Now let us use to have the distributive property to prepare us in the next slide. So we have to copy the negative 3d, times the d minus 2. Then you have there a plus 5 times d minus 2. Then let's proceed. We multiply the negative 3d to the d here. Then it will give us a product of negative 3d to the power of 2. The negative 3d times negative 2 will give you a positive 6d. Then we proceed multiplying the 5 or distributing the 5. So it will give us a 5d minus 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Now let us try see if there are terms that need to be combined. What are the terms that can be combined? They are the like terms. When can we say terms are like? If they have the same variable and then if they have the same exponent. So the d and the d here are the same, then they both have an imaginary exponent of positive 1. Thus for this, we can combine the 6 and the 5. So therefore, it will give us a final product of negative 3d squared. The 6 and the 5 will be positive 11d and minus 10. So therefore, this is already our final product in number 2. Okay, let's proceed to this next example. This time, we have a binomial set times a trinomial set. So again, this is a binomial set times the trinomial set. Question, is distributive property can still be applied in getting the product? Yes, so we have to do it this way. The first term in the first set, it's x. The x will be multiplied to the second set, 3x plus 4y minus 3. Then the second term in our first set is plus y. Then that will be distributed to 3x plus 4y minus 3. Okay, let's proceed now to distribute the x to the terms inside. Thus, x times 3x will give us a 3x squared. Then that will be positive 4xy. And the x times negative 3 will be negative 3x. And then plus. Okay, so again, to remove the parentheses, we simply distribute the y. So y times 3x is equal to 3xy. And then the y times 4y will give us a 4y squared. And then the y will be distributed to negative 3. So that will be negative 3y. So let us try examine if there are terms that are needed to be combined. Okay, let's now proceed. Do we have another x squared? No, there's none. So therefore, we have to rewrite the 3x squared. But so far, we have the positive 4xy and the positive 3xy. So, in other words, since they are like terms, we can combine their constants. So, we have positive 4 plus positive 3 will give us a 7 xy. So, therefore, this is 7xy. So we are done with that. And then followed by the 4y squared. We don't have any other y squared. Thus, we are done having the 4y squared. And then followed by minus 3x minus 3y. Or else, if you wanna arrange them according to exponent, thus, we have to have it this way. 3x squared plus 4y squared minus 7 not rather it's not minus but plus 7xy minus 3x minus 3y. And thus, this is already the final answer for that example. And let us have another example. This time, it involves fraction. So, we still have to apply the same concept. So, as what we did, we have this as our binomial set, and this is our trinomial set. Again, what is the first term in our binomial set? We have 1/2. 1/2 times the second set, which is the trinomial set. So 2/3 plus 2a plus 3s. And then remember, the second term in our binomial set is negative 4a. So we have to write it in here, negative 4a times the 2/3 plus 2a plus 3s. So let us now distribute the monomial to the trinomial. So monomial 1/2 to the trinomial. So inside this parenthesis. So we are going to apply the multiplication of fraction. So 1 times 2 will give us a 2, while 2 times 3 will give us a 6. And then the 1/2 times 2a. So we know it already that 1/2 times 2, we just simply multiply 1 times 2 will be 2, and 2 times 1 equals 2. It's already a 1. So therefore, 1/2 times 2 is already 1. But there is an a, so we could still write the 1a. The 1 is telling you to have a product of 1/2 times 2. So we are done with the 1/2 times 2a. Thus, we will go now to 1/2 times 3s. So 1, remember that only the numerator will be multiplied to 3 because this is understood that there is a 1 in the denominator. So 1 times 3, we have a positive 3, and you just copy the 2 there because it understood that 2 times understood there is a 1. Okay, so 3 halves s. We are done in that part. So minus the 4 and the 2 will be multiplied, so that will be 8a. And why this is negative? Because negative 4a times positive. Remember in multiplication, remember the sign, the product of their sign. If we multiplied both positive, the product should be positive. If we multiply both negative, still the product will be positive. Or in other words, multiplying the same signs, it will always gives us a product of a positive. While multiplying different signs, okay, remember, it will always gives us a negative sign in the product. Okay, so negative 8a over 3. Then we're done with that. Then negative 4a times 2a is of course negative 4 times 2 is 8. Then the a, remember there is a 1 there, so multiplying common bases, we simply add their exponents. And then proceed to the last, negative 4a times 3. Of course that is negative 12 as. Now let us try examine if there are similar terms. Are there similar terms? Okay. Do we have another constants other than 2 over 6? Okay. There's none. What about the 3 halves s? And okay, so it's still the negative 12 as or not is not similar with the 3 halves s. But what about the negative 8 a over 3 and the 1a. So therefore, they are similar. Then if they are similar, we can combine them. So how do we combine the two? Remember that 1a and the 8 over 3. So how do we add them? Remember that 1 has automatic, there's a 1 in the denominator. Thus remember, we are subtracting 1, this one, because this is positive 1a and this is negative 8 over 3. Okay? Now remember guys, that the 3 as our denominator, the 1 over 1 is still equal to 1. But since our denominator in here is 3, thus we can convert the 1 there as 3 over 3. By the way, where did I get the 3 over 3? The 3 over 3 is just the same thing as 1. And why I am using 3 over 3? Because the 8 has a denominator of 3. So instead of looking for the LCD, we just simply convert it into in such a way that it will be equal to the original, and then adjusting them into similar denominator. So we are not changing the value of 1. It's still the same as 3 over 3. So by this time, we can now combine the numerator. The 3 minus 8 will give you a negative 5. Then copy the denominator. So that is negative 5 thirds. And then you have to attach the a there. So therefore, what is our final answer? So we could have it, let us have first the negative 8a squared, negative 8a squared, followed by uh, the negative 5 third a, the negative 5 third a. Okay, done. We are done with this. The a squared done already. This one done already. And then we have to rewrite the 3 halves as. Okay, we're done with this. And then minus 12as. And then since our constant is 2 over 6, it could be reduced into 1/3 as our constant. So far, have we written all the terms in here, and then including the 1a and the negative 8a over 3, the simplified form already? Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, but they are combined, so we have already 5 terms already. 1 2 3 4 5, and this is our most final answer. Okay. So, guys, I hope you've learned something from this video. And before you will close this video, I hope you are done subscribing, and then do not forget to like and share. This has been Teacher Justina, and telling you uh, to be always updated of my coming videos. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you.